Today, we are leaving Chile and heading over to Argentina. Our goal is to reach the Iguazu Falls, near to the Brazilian border in the north, so that means we need to take 2 flights, one to Buenos Aires and then one up to the falls themselves. However, we had a little bit of turbulence in BA as they bloody cancelled our flight.
Whatever reason, our second leg got cancelled.
We've never missed a flight.
Well, fingers crossed that remains the case. We're in the middle of changing airports.
Yeah, a bit of a mad dash across the city in a cab, but thankfully we made it to our flight with a few minutes to spare.
We made it! This close.
And late that night, we finally made it into the town of Iguazu. I booked us into the cheapest hostel I could find so we could figure out what we could do for the next few days. But it was fair to say that Michael was not that impressed by my hostel selection.
It doesn't close.
We just needed somewhere to rest after a long...
Beautiful drive into town.
Long day.
Through the jungle after the airport.
It's been a 12-hour travel day. Cheeky little twin room in a hostel. That'll do.
By the way, you know I'm gonna have to sleep naked, right?
Early next morning, I popped out for a little explore. I was buzzing to not only be in Argentina for the first time, but also to be at a very special place where 3 countries come together to share the same border. A beautiful, beautiful day here in Iguazu. This is the meeting point between 3 countries. At this junction of the river, you've got Brazil, Paraguay, and this side is obviously Argentina. And 2 rivers connect here at this point. One of them, the Brazilian one, is muddy and full of sediment. It looks like the Willy Wonka chocolate river in the factory. And it's flowing, and then it merges with a much cleaner river coming from the north. And where they merge together, you can see them mixing. And it's really beautiful. And then they've got this huge bridge crossing over from Brazil to Paraguay. Seems to be a little fairground over there. I don't think Michael's vibing with the hostel, so we're going to change hostel. He's going to take charge of a hotel. I think he's booking one this morning, I'm not sure. And so we're going to go explore the falls, explore the national park, see one of the most incredible natural wonders in the world. And this is just a nice little bonus, a nice little beginning of the exploration of this area. So strap in, this is going to be a good one. Once I finished my little explore, I made it back and it was time to move away from the hostel. And it's fair to say that our new digs for the next few days had seen quite the upgrade. Because remember that Michael has insisted that we change to a hotel. So we've driven out of town into the national park and checked into a really beautiful looking place. This place looks, I don't know, fancy to say the least.
Sleeper, bathroom,
There's a swimming pool
yes.
and the view of the waterfalls from the room.
You need more?
But yeah, Michael, this is unbelievable. Oh, so, thanks, Michael. This hotel is called Gran Meliá Iguazú and will set you back around $400 a night. It does include a delicious breakfast, and because it is actually within the national park itself, we will be able to access the waterfalls way before it opens to the general public early tomorrow morning.
How great is that these people sponsored you for your channel today?
And with these incredible views of the falls themselves and this amazing pool, I have to say that it was well worth it. If you are coming to this part of the world, consider the splurge because the stay here was absolutely incredible. You'll see the best part of our hotel stay later in the video, but for now, since we were right near and we couldn't put it off anymore, it was time to get into the park and explore the falls for the very first time. So let's join the crowds as it's peak time in the middle of lunch, and let's see these magnificent falls for ourselves. So, welcome to the Iguazu National Park, home of the incredible Iguazu Falls. There is this gorgeous trail that you can already see is alongside some of the falls. So it's about a 900-meter hike to one of the viewpoints. Oh, there's a massive lizard.
Yeah, you'll see loads of lizards and a few snakes as well, so be warned. The wildlife here is stunning because we are literally in the middle of the rainforest and it is teeming with wildlife. We saw this gorgeous toucan foraging for berries up on the treetops. Pods of gorgeous monkeys running around. Just keep your belongings close to you because they have been known to grab stuff, especially if you get a bit too close. And these guys, these are a special type of raccoon that live here in this part of the world. They're called coatis, and you'll see them kind of foraging around the touristy paths, but you'll also see them foraging in the forest, which is nice, digging up for grubs and worms.
So we're very much in the jungle here. And all these animals are living wild, obviously. Okay, we're getting our first look at one of the falls. Wow.
Iguazu Falls actually consists of over 275 waterfalls grouped together along a 2.7 kilometer stretch, making it larger than Niagara Falls and one of the biggest waterfalls on planet Earth.
Wow, wow, wow. Look at this. This isn't even the main area of the waterfall. This is just a tiny little fragment. Wow. Oh. The mist. So far, so good. Obviously, that waterfall would be the most impressive waterfall of most national parks. But that's not even going to be 1%.
One of my favorite things about this falls was the local legend that is associated with it. It was created by this deity who was intended to marry a beautiful woman, but she ran off with her mortal lover, and so this ancient historical deity, in a fit of rage, sliced the river, creating these falls, and condemned those lovers to an eternal fall. And I just think that's pretty funny. There's also a really famous place called Devil's Throat, which we could see, but because of the recent rainfall and flooding, it actually washed away the path to get to the throat. But they are hoping to get it fixed and ready for future tourists and viewers of the falls in the coming months.
As you can see, lunchtime. It's busy, but it's glorious. The weather is incredible. And then I think they're vultures, but they might be condors. I'm not sure. And there's like dozens of them, and they're all using the drafts, the updrafts from the waterfall and the spray, and they're just flying around. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the trail continues. It goes all the way around and up and goes along the top of the actual falls. This is 10 times the average amount of rainfall that's coming over the falls. So we're seeing the falls at their maximum potential, which is awesome. I mean, even here, 300, 400 meters away, you can see on the lens that the spray is still reaching us.
Visitors can experience the falls from both the Brazilian and the Argentinian side. They have different views, very unique perspectives of the falls. We heard the Brazilian side provides more panoramic views, but the Argentinian side, where we are, offers closer access to the falls via these amazing walkways and trails. And apart from the incredible sightseeing, you can engage in various activities here, such as a boat ride. We looked at it, but it was a bit expensive and it was fully booked for the few days that we were there. So book ahead and prepare to get soaking wet. But we just love these hiking trails, these amazing forests, the wildlife, and we couldn't keep our eyes off the helicopter tours that were flying overhead.
This is so beautiful, guys. This is amazing. And I was just saying to Michael, I never imagined myself in coming to Argentina. It always just seemed so far away, so foreign, so tropical, so distant. So it really is a dream come true to be in Argentina. And to be at this waterfall is just truly amazing. Isn't that just to die for?
Yeah, trying to find the words to describe these falls have yet to come to me. But I'll let you just take a deep breath and absorb some of them as we just walk up and over the falls themselves as part of this amazing trailhead. I know that you want to see what the waterfalls were like when the crowds weren't there. And so as part of our stay at the hotel, and this is the reason why you pay a premium, we woke up early and were one of the very few lucky people to get in an hour before the public opening times. And how did the experience differ? Well, let's find out together.
Good morning, and a beautiful morning it is. We've awoken. What's wrong with you? Michael's in a bad mood.
No coffee.
Yeah, well, we did a nice long hike, so we're doing another little one because the hotel, obviously, as we mentioned, is right at the park entrance. There's a little cheeky side gate that they've opened at 8 o'clock. We are trying to go enjoy the falls without the massive crowds that we saw yesterday. So the trail, much quieter. Do you remember this platform from yesterday? This is where we met a bunch of cool people and we took lots of pictures, but it was crowded. And now look. An uninterrupted view of the falls with no crowds, nobody taking pictures, no noise. Just Michael doing an Instagram story. And me vlogging to you. But apart from that, serene. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed this exploration of Iguazu, the national park, the waterfalls, the beautiful hotel, and the hostel. It's been such a magical experience. Our plan now is we're going to go back. One second. We're going to go back to the hotel, get some breakfast, and we've got to catch our flight to Buenos Aires this afternoon. So yeah.
I have one more surprise for you.
What now?
I arranged last night something.
The helicopters?
See? Cup.
Yeah, but we've got a flight. What time is it now? What's the
9:20?
situation? Yeah, so what's the
8:20?
situation? What's the situation?
Well, we have to hurry. Right now.
Are you serious?
Right now. Yes.
Are you actually serious?
Yeah.
All right then.
Can I be the magic man?
Okay.
All right, we gotta go right now.
Okay, here we go. Michael, wave. That was incredible. How was it up front? You got to ride shotgun.
I got to ride shotgun. I'm embarrassed to say that I did not use my American privilege. I used my big camera.
Yeah, basically I think we figured out when we were in the queue that there was a Japanese group and the dude with the big camera got to sit in the front, and I think they give you a little bit more leeway to sit at the very front.
So I ran to the trunk and pulled it out because I was just gonna do my video like you.
Yeah, and obviously you would have seen my phone footage at the back. I was a bit cramped in there with the ladies, little old ladies, but when we banked left and we banked right, we got uninterrupted views and it was fantastic.
They went back and forth like 3 times. It was very generous.
It is over in a heartbeat because you're having so much fun and adrenaline. It's 12 minutes or 10 minutes, so it's not super long, but
it happens quick.
It happens quick, and also it's really busy today because they've had terrible weather here for a while. So there's a lot of people booking today. So that's why we kind of, I don't know, maybe we could have gotten a private helicopter.
Yeah, we were hoping to be nobody.
Yeah, but turns out because they've had lots of bad weather.
Also, we're in Brazil.
Packed. Yeah, we are in Brazil. Technically, this is a second country of the trip.
We had no idea.
But we don't need to do any
Third.
visa. We don't need to do anything. We go through the border, but we just get a special piece of paper that says that we're allowed to come here for the day. But we're not. We're going straight back in the hotel. Sorry, straight back in the car, back to town. And the adventures continue. In the next episode, we're going to Buenos Aires.
One kiss?
All right.